What's up, guys? It's Broman back here in Destiny to go over, oh yes, some of the weapon changes. I want to take a little video every day, and I want to go over specifically the changes to each weapon, whether or not they're noticeable, whether or not it matters to you. But today, we're going to do my favorite, which is the motherfucking shotgun change. Now, you might be saying, it's just a shotgun. It's not like it's not big of a deal. Well, let me fucking tell you something. I love shotguns, and I love playing aggressive as hell in video games. And one of the big downsides for me, and I didn't even really realize this, in Destiny, was that you're not rewarded for aggressive gameplay. There wasn't a weapon to back up an aggressive playstyle. But now there is! Shotguns have been buffed by 100%, which means shotguns do twice as much damage. There has a couple of implications. One, obviously shotguns are ridiculous. Two, even though the damage fall-off starts sooner because they're more powerful, the damage fall-off actually seems to be a little bit better. Three, you mow things down. Whether they're weak enemies like the Thrall or really strong enemies like we're going to take a look at here in a little bit. So I wanted to come in here in the dark below and show you the damage numbers that you can be putting up with any kind of shotgun. So now the universal remote obviously has become much more relevant. And criticals are ridiculous. If you have a good roll on a Fellwinter's Lie, you can be landing 10k crits or 12k crits like we just did with the goddamn universal remote here in the dark below. That is sick. So I know what you're thinking. Okay, so congratulations, like you have a shotgun, it's great. What does this change for me? Well, I'll let you know. One of the key problems inside of the Crota's End, I almost said Vault of Glass, but I didn't. One of the key problems inside of Crota's End is that doing things like taking down large yellow bar enemies has been very difficult. Well, after doing a couple of Crota's End raids today with the Swordbreaker, I can tell you that it is, in fact, no longer a problem to burn a Swordbearer if you don't have a Yallarhorn. In fact, it is almost faster to take them out with two people using Swordbreakers than any other way. And you know what? Even though you have all that hot spicy ammo synth, you want to save that shit for dropping Crota. You don't want your ass running around fucking wasting heavy ammo synth when you can just hop in that Swordbearer's face and fucking pop him in the mouth with the Swordbreaker. Other large changes that are very noticeable: Praetorians inside of the Vault of Glass if you're using the Swordbreaker, much easier to take out. If you're close on an enemy, regardless of their shield type, if you're using something that's kinetic, you're going to be able to blast that shield off in one or two shots. The universal remote has become it was already one of my favorite weapons because of the fun factor, but now I absolutely love the garbage out of the weapon because it's so much fun and it's so strong. It backs up the punch that it has had or claimed to have had for a while. In regular PvE, it is just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I just have to show you. That's all I gotta do is show you. Other weapons that got just disgustingly, devastatingly strong include the Fourth Horseman, which, everyone was kind of like, why do you even like that gun in my last video? But now I can guarantee that you're gonna like the Fourth Horseman. We're gonna pop that bad boy out here in a second. We're just going to mow a few of these guys down so we get a nice solid look at the universal remote with the change. As you can see, the damage drop-off is still pretty, it's hefty. But because of the increased damage, it seems a lot less noticeable. You can use shotguns at a further range, and it's not because they got the best range in the world. It's just because the damage at the start is much, much higher. So that change affected things in a way I wasn't expecting, but I do absolutely love the change. So let's grab my bad boy. And we'll have a pulse rifle. But baby birds, you don't get to see the pulse rifle review yet. I'll just let you know right up front. Pulse rifles are fantastic now. And I was fully expecting the Oversoul Edict to work just as well as any other pulse rifle, but now that it's actually out, or just as well as any auto rifle, sorry, but now that the buff is actually out, it's insane. Yeah, so there you go, guys. We're just dropping enemies with cursory slight hits. It's insane. Any shotgun with final round is going to be devastating. The Swordbreaker is great. This gun is great. If you have a Fellwinter's Lie, you can put up some really big damage numbers. Also, burning down strike bosses is pretty easy. it definitely changes some strategies that you might want to be using for your strike bosses. You know, might maybe consider Titan Bubble right next to the boss and just mow them with shotguns. It's opened up a lot of really, really fun gameplay options, a lot of really fun strategy options. I think that the shotgun buff is fantastic. I know some people might consider it to be a little bit overpowered, but I'll point back to what Bungie said. They wanted to look at time to kill. So, you know, right now I'm using the pulse rifle, and it's basically just acquire target, start shooting. With the shotgun, it's acquire target, run enemy down, and then as soon as you get to the enemy, you pull the trigger and they're dead. But the run down time still counts towards time to kill. So I think that they did a good job balancing around that if that's what they wanted to do, which of course they have said, and it is what they want to do. So anyway, guys, bottom line, shotguns are beast. I would definitely put the universal remote in a top tier of exotics now. Absolutely worth a primary slot if you want to play aggressively. It's wonderful. Thanks for watching today, guys. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for the continued support on YouTube, and those of you who've been coming over on Twitch, I really, really do appreciate it. Don't forget that I fucking love each and every one of you. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and don't forget that I love you. We'll see you guys next time in Destiny. You cutie butts!